We are match 2, Unkeepable. Got the mulligan that. This is better. I don't like going to 5 and I'm on the draw. I really need to draw into either a Mox Opal or a Springleaf Drum or something along that line. Yeah. Yeah. Ponder into, or Underground Scene to Ponder. So let's just go ahead and play the cards we can. Hopefully don't get mana screwed. Just need one more artifact field of Thought Cast for blue. So that is a plus. Him to Torok, no. Well, I think I'd prefer those get bend than the Thoughtcast currently. Springleaf Drum, kind of what I was looking for, because now I can Thoughtcast off of the Ornithopter. So let's go ahead and do that, see what we draw. Always good to draw some cards. Ooh, I do like that. Unfortunately, I cannot cast that Tezzeret because I'm missing either... Oh no, I'm not. I have a black source and a blue source. So I'm really just missing one land. I thought I had something other than Seed of the Synod. Baleful Strix, I was about to say another hymn would be bad, but Baleful Strix is a-okay. Frogmite is good as well. Don't mind an Arcbound. Let's go ahead and swing one. See if my opponent wants to trade away this Baleful Strix. He does not. It's fine with me. Let's hope we can draw into a land next turn or a Mox Opal. So now I want to get flooded. Not flooded, but now I want to draw a land so I can deploy this Tezzeret. Alternatively, I'd like to draw Cranial, or even even the Jite might be nice. Let's see, if I draw the land, what do I want to do with Tezzeret? I think I want to minus him, but onto who? Because this Baleful Strix is going to eat whatever creature that whatever I minus onto. Although it doesn't look like it even matters. So let's go ahead and let's see, do I attack with the Arcbound here? I think so. Because then we can put the counter onto the other Vault Scourge. So yeah, let's just go ahead and attack with all the boys. We have a backup Vault Scourge. I anticipated that. But I think it's better to go ahead and clear that out of the way. And let's go ahead and put it on the Vault Scourge. Since I have nothing better to do with my mana, I'll go ahead and play Vault Scourge for mana instead of life. Then ship the turn back to my opponent. As much as it pained me to do that to the Arcbound, I mean, I'm just not getting around that Baleful Strix, except with Etched Champion maybe, and I'd rather just go ahead and clear it off the table. I don't have any hard removal in this deck, so... well. 2 for 2. I don't mind the Abrupt Decay so much. Deathrite Shaman. And Goyf. So now I would really like to draw a land. Come on, land. Perfect. So definitely minusing this turn. Oh man. Force of Will. Pitching Brainstorm. That's unfortunate. Now I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't think I can win now. Definitely bringing in the parishes. Yeah, I think I just attack for 1 here. Hope to top deck something I can use. At this point, I don't think I block the Goyf. I think I'd rather have the Frogmite. You know, it's not like my opponent's winning next turn or anything. Arcbound. Alright. Getting a little extra value out of my blockers. Is this a dig through time? Yes, sir. Dig through time in an attempt to find a Force of Will blue card to stop my Arcbound, I imagine. I imagine it won't be very hard. My opponent's only played 1. Didn't see any of these cards out of my last opponent's deck. But, you know, like I was saying, green is some of the best creatures. Here's 2 of them right now. These are the cards I was thinking of pretty much exactly. I mean, I guess Nimble Mongoose as well, but I was basically thinking of Goyf and Deathrite Shaman. Ooh, and he resolves. Very nice. So we'll just keep pecking away at our opponent for 1. I don't see a reason to do anything crazy with this Arcbound. My opponent can zap me for 2 life. Twice, it looks like. The Dig Through Time and the card he just exiled, the Thoughtcast. So this turn, my plan is to block with the Ornithopter and sacrifice it to Arcbound. Yeah, I think that's going to be my best bet here. Because I don't really have a... What am I trying to say? I don't want to sacrifice all my artifacts in an attempt to kill this Tarmogoyf. My opponent's at 10. So there are a lot of outs here. Vault of Whispers, not among them, but useful if I draw Cranial or another Tezzeret. You know, when yours is the 1 damage getting through, things are good. I have Repticates my opponent used, just 1, so looks like he's leaving 1 up here. My opponent did not want to attack last turn, which I find interesting. My opponent has tapped out for an Abrupt Decay. That makes me want to sacrifice 2 artifacts to Arcbound, so that my Vault Scourge is a 3/3. I sacrifice 1 artifact, so just the Seed of the Synod. And that way I'll put my opponent on a 3-turn clock. We'll see if that helps. I don't want to go too crazy because I don't want to get a Replicate again on the Vault Scourge. That's why I only wanted to do a couple counters instead of sacrificing a whole bunch and then trying to win next turn, or this turn, which maybe I could have. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So no, I could not have done that. Cranial Plating. My opponent hardcasts a Force. That will be fine with me. If this resolves, I'm going to put it on the Ornithopter. This looks like a counterspell of some sort. Oh, I Dig Through Time, okay. Looking for a Force of Will. My opponent has still only played the 1, I believe. Yes. So his odds are pretty good. The odds of this getting countered are pretty good. I see no reason not to attack with both Vault Scourge and Frogmite. Yeah, there's the force. Pitching a Dig Through Time. That is fine with me. I will attack with the Frogmite here. Snapcaster Mage, Abrupt Decay. Okay. So actually my opponent's going to get me pretty good here. Because if he blocks the Frogmite, I don't think I can win anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky and draw another Cranial. But now I definitely cannot block this time away this turn. My opponent's going to be able to do 6 damage to me. Okay, well now it's basically do or die on the cranial plating. On something that can help me out here. Vault Scourge does not do it. My opponent can still ding me for 2. Alright, we'll go to the next game. So what do I like? I certainly like Perish. I don't think I like Jite too much. Maybe cut a Frogmite. Revoker for Deathrite seems a little narrow. Although Deathrite is one of the best cards in my opponent's deck, maybe, so. Revokers doesn't stack up very well against some cards, so let's try it with just the Perishes and see where that gets us. I would like to play first. I think this hand is fine. We'll keep it. We're going to go Vault, Mox, Drum, Scourge, Thoughtcast. Maybe next turn we have the Stoneforge Mystic. Stoneforge Mystic, grab Cranial Plating. Seems to be the plan. Could also... No, I would have to tap the Vault Scourge. Although it might be better to just go ahead and Thoughtcast right now. Unless I draw Seedless Synod. Draw another Vault Scourge. So I think I will go ahead and lead off with Thoughtcast. And we find the Cranial, but we find something much better in the Etched Champion. So let's play him. Next turn, we'll be able to play the Cranial, play Equip Cranial. If that doesn't work, play Stoneforge Mystic, grab Cranial. Ooh, Null Rod. That makes me happy I played the Etched Champion. Unfortunately now, Alright, well, that's pretty good. If that's my opponent's game plan, I think we're actually in okay shape. Yeah, I'm much happier at playing the Etched Champion here. Null Rod is such a beating. It's a traitor to its own kind. It's an artifact that stops other artifacts. You know, Stony Silence is an enchantment at least. Null Rod just is like, well, it does nothing, you could say. And I have no way of dealing with Null Rod. I'm just going to have to, I have to draw the lands. I have Caracas and I have Ancient Tomb, and those are the only. That's fine. Those are the only things I can really play. My opponent missed a land drop last turn, and one of his cards is Wasteland, which is irrelevant right now because of the Null Rod. And I have an unblockable 2 points a turn. Well, now I just have 2 points a turn. Last Soul's Betrayal A. Well, game's not totally over yet, and if I do lose, it's because my opponent played 2 backbreaking cards. But still in this, my opponent has played only proactive reactive spells. They're sideboard cards that hose me, but I was able to get some stuff on the board before that occurred. So he must have drawn the Knight of Soul's Betrayal, otherwise Abrupt Decay the Vault Scourge doesn't make any sense. This also hurts him as well. So I think it's safe to assume he's taken any Delvers he may have had out. Although I'm not 100% sure this is a Delver deck. 2 Wastelands. And a 4/5 Goyf. Oh, Tezzeret, you're useless to me. Frankly, my whole hand is useless, because even if I were to draw an Ancient Tomb, there's nothing I can do with it. The Vault Scourge would die immediately. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of an uphill battle. I think using the Wastelands on my lands is kind of... I just don't know why you would do that. Sure. I have no way of interacting with Null Rod. I guess it's good for Dig Through Time. Maybe what my opponent's setting up here. Null Rod. It's doing something in this picture. I look at the flavor text and look at this picture. Null Rod is blasting something. Okay, so the Dig Through Time did happen. My opponent does have 2 cards left in his graveyard, though. Which makes me think perhaps the Wastelands were needed, but whatever. Teenage Wastelands. So I have my opponent on an 8-turn clock. It's a thing. His clock is much shorter, but we're pulling into our outs here. That's Caracas. Yeah, let's play the Caracas. Because no, the Vault Scourge will die immediately, so no sense in playing it. But actually, my opponent has left open a window for me to attack here. I guess in case he has the Tassiger, Caracas will be good. Double Goyf. Now I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. So I'm going to take 4. And this -1 thing is really what's killing me here, not the Null Rod. It's the fact that my Etched Champion is not a 2/2, which is really strangling the game for me. Putting a stranglehold on the game. Yeah, this is going to be my last draw step. Yep. Unfortunately, we're not able to beat Null Rod, Knight of Soul's Betrayal. So that's a thing to keep in mind if you're playing Affinity. I'll see you guys in match 3.